Hey guys, today is the Q&A questions and answers Kisame special. So in this video, in the last week, I basically asked you guys to send me video clips of asking me questions, and I was going to pick my top 10 favorites, and I did that. So the best way, if you want to send me video clips, there is many ways to do it. I have an email, so you could send them to me. You could send them to me through YouTube, like messages. You could leave them in the comments or just upload them on your channel. Just comment on this video and say, oh, I uploaded it on my channel, because I will check it out and I will add it. If you want to send it to me through Facebook, because you could go to the Facebook group and then message it and send me the file and I'll watch it. I'm going to continue doing this kind of segment monthly. I'll do one Q&A a month, but only if this segment really does well. This is my first time trying it. If you guys would like to see me do another Q&A next month, don't forget to like the video. It's greatly appreciated. And if I see this segment do well, I will be inspired to want to do it more. So please do it. So we're going to get right into this Q&A and we'll start answering your questions. So yeah.
What's up, you guys? So I'm here to ask Kisame a question. My question for you, bro, is how has making a YouTube channel about this game changed you as a person and impacted your life positively? I'd really like to know.
Well, first off, Slim, thank you so much for your video. And second of all, as for your question, if I would have to say how me making this channel has impacted me positively, it would be that I always remembered, especially years ago, because I've been doing this for like 3, 4, 5 years, and I would always remember, I would always wake up and it would always give me something to do. At that point, I didn't have a job, I didn't really have anything to do, and I would always wake up and I would just love reading the comments. I would love being active with people. And how it has impacted me is seeing how fast and seeing how the channel grew. I personally, people ask me, like, did you think this channel would get to where it is today? And I'm like, fuck no, I didn't think I would even get 4,000 subscribers. But I always grew up as that kid that like nobody liked, and I was like always that like strange kid. So I kind of feel like it's like my like ha ha bitch. I'm like, oh, I was the weird kid growing up. You never thought I'd get many friends. You didn't think I'd get all this. Well, look how many people like go out of their way to watch me, bitch. How many people go out of their way to watch you, bitch? But that's what I would say. I would say it impacted me in a way that I didn't think I'd ever become this popular on a, because I'm probably the 10th, 11th, 12th most subscribed YouTuber, so I never thought I would ever be able to say something like that. And I know it may be small to somebody else, like, oh, it's just a YouTuber thing, but to me, it's like much more than that. I like it. All right, so that's what I would have to say to you, Slim. Thanks again for leaving your video.
Hello, Kisame, my name is Jacob, and my question to you is, from GOAT format to this format, what have been some of your most annoying decks to play against? Like, was it between, the GOAT deck in general, Herald deck, and, other things? Like, what have been some of your most annoying decks to play against from this format, or from GOAT format to this format?
Jacob, thank you so much for yet again leaving me your video. And if you know anything about me, I hate so much. But if I had to really sit down and say which format I hated the most, it was kind of between two. The two formats that I think that I hated beyond compare was I hated fucking Shadal format, because I remembered I wasn't even around. I literally felt like it was so hard for me to make videos because I literally like I put the game down and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna play Pokemon. I was playing Pokemon, playing Smash. I did not give Yu-Gi-Oh the time of day, because every time when I went on and I dueled someone, it was Shadal's and I saw Construct and I was like, nope, 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 nope. And then the other one probably would be the most hated, because I grinded through that format, was the Insector wind-up loop format. Because if you face wind-up looped and you got looped, that was the most unfair thing that the game was ever made with fucking Hunter. And then going around in sectors where Insectors played my style of play, and I was ignorant back then, and I was just like, no, I will never go with the dark side. And basically, I just really, really disliked Insectors, because Insectors were very like, I'm gonna pop, 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 and I was just like, oh god, kill me. So those would probably be the two, because it's hard for me to pick one, but it was Shadal format because I legit hated it and I did not play in it. And the second was the wind-up Insector format. So that's your answer.
Hey Kisame, my name is Danny. I'm from Philadelphia. Been a huge fan for the channel for a couple years right now. But my question to you would be, if you could turn another movie like Star Wars and Godzilla into a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype, which movie would you choose and why? Like, would it be a broken archetype? Would it be a fun archetype? Stuff like that is what I'm looking for the answer for that.
I like this question, Danny. I really do. Now, it's really hard because I like a lot of fucking films if you can't tell them the fucking background. Now, if I was working with Konami and I was basically saying, I want you guys to like push on this, make this an archetype, I would probably want a horror flick archetype. They were able to make stuff like Star Wars and, fucking Wizard of Oz turned into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So why can't I see cards like Jason Voorhees, fucking Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers? Why can't I see these cards just altered but kind of know that it's them but with like different names and it's just like a horror flick archetype? I would fucking love that. I think that would be so fucking cool. I would be playing that shit. I would be like, I play Michael Myers, I play Freddy Krueger. I don't know how they could get the rights to it, but I mean, if they did Star Wars and fucking Wizard of Oz, I'm sure they could do anything. But yeah, I think that would be so cool because I could see a monster like with the claw out, like just for like Freddy Krueger, and just like one guy with like a fucking flat out machete, and Pinhead, Chucky, Pennywise, fucking the girl from The Exorcist, Saw. I don't know. I like too many horror flicks. So I would say that. I know that's technically just like a whole bunch of movies, but why not?
Hello, my name is Maurice Pete, and I was just wondering, how did you meet Yama? I'm not sure if you've already answered this question in a past video or not, but I've always wondered since he was brought on, and I think he has a lot of diversity and different content, and you play off each other very well, and I'm just curious, how did you meet Yama?
First of all, I love that name, Maurice, because that's my grandfather's name. Fun tip. All right, so Maurice, how did I meet Yama? I met Yama originally through Facebook, because Yama originally added me on Facebook, and then he started writing to me saying, it's nice to meet you. And I didn't know who he was, first of all, because I was just like, are you from Underground? Like, have you watched my content? Because I always thought back then it was like my subscribers, because my subscribers back then did add me as friends and would try to communicate with me. So I was like, oh, yeah, hey, what's up? And then he kind of like left me in a weird way, and I was like, I don't know what about you, but I don't know where you're from, but whatever. And I disregarded him for like a week, but for some odd reason, I always kind of kept going back to his profile, because I kept like, I guess I was kind of like stalking him, because I was just like, he's really, really cute. Why? You should say something. I don't know why, but you should say something. And I remembered one day, it was like a week later, and I swallowed my pride and said, you know what? Say something, because even if he says he's not interested or that he is with someone, at least you know that you tried at the end of the day. So what I did was I said, I think you're cute. He said, I think you're cute too. One thing led to another. We went on a date at a mall. I didn't eat anything. And then we went back to his house, and he asked me, would you like to be my boyfriend? And then I said yes. And then I went back home. And he lived in Staten Island, and I lived in Queens, so it was a big journey for me.
Hey everyone, this is Tony Patrick from Reberox 10, and this is a question response for Kisame Unlimited. So, you inspired me to collect the Yu-Gi-Oh! Prize cards and other cool sets like that. And what I have to ask you is, do you plan on going after more prize cards in the future since you haven't made a video on them in a while? And what inspired you to collect the prize cards in the first place? Hope you answer my question, Kisame. Love your channel. Peace out.
Okay, Tony. Do I plan on continuing getting more prize cards? Probably. I have already set it in stone in my head where I am going to continue getting the match winners, and they make the match winners per year. So technically I will always be collecting the prize cards, because I really do like prize cards and they make me very happy having them. All right, and then your other question is what got me collecting in the first place. Technically, it was me and my friend Reggie, and we both saw the Bandai cards, and it was around Christmas, and I said, I have money to spend, I have money to blow, and I kind of wanted the Bandai cards, and I felt so kind of like, I'm like exclusive. You see, personally for me, I'm very like showboaty. So for me having like rare vintage cards, I like to be like, whoa, look what I got, check this out. But I don't know, that's just my nature. I'm kind of like a show off. I'm like a douche. So you see, for me, having them, I would love to show them off. That's why I made stuff like the Extremely Rare Cards Edition, because I love showing it off. Technically, I saw Chimera the Master of Beasts. He was the first prize card that I ever bumped into. My friend Kirby Kerps at the time sent me a photo of him saying, check out how cool this card was. I disregarded it. I'm saying, yeah, he's a cool looking card. But when I saw him later and saw that he was like $50-something, I said, you're a prize card. You're $50. I can afford that. And then I bought him. And when I held Chimera for the first time and I saw him, I fell in love with that card. I thought he was so cool, and I felt so exclusive, and I felt empowered by holding that card. And then I went from that to Testament, and then one thing led to another. Once I wasted $200 on Testament, there was no going back for me.
Hey Kisame, it is Lamar from the YouTube channel Janessa and Lamar, and after watching one of your recent videos, I asked myself an interesting question. So you've been around the Yu-Gi-Oh scene for a while now. If I'm not wrong, you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since the very beginning. So with that being said, as you see yourself getting older and older now, how much longer do you think you're going to be involved with Yu-Gi-Oh in general?
Okay, Lamar. That's kind of a difficult question to answer. The best way I could describe it is little by little. If there's something I didn't like about the game, I just didn't do it. Like a good example, like Shadal format, like how I answered that question prior. It's like when that was around, I just didn't feel like playing in that format. It just bugged me. I said, this is stupid. And I mean, if there's a bad format, yeah, maybe I'll like not really pay it no mind and I'll focus on something else. But if I had to really give like my full detailed thing of like how I feel if I would ever quit the game, I don't think I'd ever quit the game. I know people will be like, huh, like, come on, you in your 50s, you're gonna still be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm like, yes. I mean, I can't see myself hating this game ever, because even if I was 50, I would still appreciate a game that I've enjoyed for years, because it was the game that I think I've always succeeded in, and I always felt very proud of it. Making videos, maybe that I could see me not doing, because if I had a full-time job outside of this and I just didn't have time to make videos, yeah, maybe I could see myself stopping. But this has always been an extremely fun hobby of mine, and I always love doing it. So, no, I mean, I will always kind of see myself playing the game.
Hi Kisame, it's Tommy's UK, and I know you're a fan of
RuPaul Drag Race.
And I was wondering, which is your favourite series, and who is your favourite queen from any series?
Okay, Time Wizard. Many people that, aren't gay should just speed up this part of the video, because this isn't going to appeal to you at all. Now, my favorite series, basically season of RuPaul's Drag Race would be season 4. I thought the whole confrontation between Fifi O'Hara and fucking Sharon and Willem was the fucking best thing ever. I actually like it when people are fighting, because I think that makes better television. So I would probably say that was my favorite series. My favorite queen overall would probably be Raja Gemini, basically Raja. Raja has always been Raja was like a queen when I first watched season 3. Going into any season, I always pick 3 queens from any season, and I go into it and I say, I hope that these 3 queens, hopefully one of them wins. And Raja was my favorite out of the bunch for season 3. And when I saw Raja win, I was dying. I was so happy, so excited, so happy she won. So yeah, I would have to say that for me, my favorite queen is Raja. Thank you, Time Wizard, for leaving me your question.
Hi, Kisame Unlimited. JCK here. My question is this. What are your thoughts on Konami going the legacy support route in their latest booster packs? The Blue Eye support, the Dark Magician support. Hell, they even made a support card for Celtic Guardian. What are your thoughts on this? And would you consider playing these decks?
Okay, JCK, I'm going to probably answer it really quickly. The main reason why Konami is promoting these decks is because Dark Magician and Blue Eyes are in technically the next Yu-Gi-Oh movie. And they want to sell their product. That's why they made like the Great Wall of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Japan. But I personally think that it's a right step for Konami, because Konami should always be producing old cards that people grew up with. Like, you see, for me, if Konami wanted to appeal to me as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, my favorite times of Yu-Gi-Oh was seeing like the original Elemental Heroes from GX and Ancient Gears and all that shit. And I would like to see Crystal Beasts, Ancient Gears, Aliens, because GX was probably when I got into Yu-Gi-Oh the most. So I would probably like to say that I would like to see those cards get more support. But I know why they're making it for Kaiban Yugi exclusively. But as for me technically wanting to play them, I tried Blue Eyes. Not really my style. I played Dark Magician, and I was thinking about playing it because I like the whole Raj Circle fucking dedication through light and darkness, Dark Magician of Chaos, like all wrapped up into one beautiful package. But sadly, I don't know. Every time I drew into it, I always did horrible. I never drew the cards that I needed. The deck just blew up in my face, and I said, you know what? It's not meta. It's not. I'm just playing casual. If I'm gonna play casual, just play fucking shit that you like. So yeah, that would what I would have to say. Thank you, JCK, for leaving me your video.
Hello, Kisame. I have 2 questions for you today. What is your favorite kind of food? And second, if you could make a top tier deck out of anything you wanted, what would it be and why? And the name's Thomas 3 Double.
Okay, Thomas. My favorite kind of food? That's difficult because, I mean, I don't eat very healthy. I technically love chips. I eat chips more than I eat anything else. So I would say I love Sun Chips. I love sour cream and onion. I will eat. If you give me a bag of chips and just leave it in the room with me, it will probably be opened and I'll eat it. I always love chips. Chips, I don't know. They're so delicious. I can't help myself. I feel like any deck that becomes meta eventually gets nerfed. So I guess if I could pick a deck that I would want to see get nerfed, what's an annoying deck that, because I kind of enjoy casual decks more and I wouldn't really want to see them meta. But if I could make a tier deck so I could just see it get hit, Despots. I would like to see Despots get meta. I don't like Despots. People are going to be, oh no, how dare you insult my deck. The deck's annoying. I don't like facing it. It's stupid. It's not my thing. It's just my opinion. Take it as you will.
Hey, Kisame Unlimited. My name is Quentin Clark. I'm a big fan of yours. And for a question I have for you is, what was a segment that you were saddest to drop? Like, what was a segment that you really enjoyed making, but didn't get enough likes that you had to drop it? So that's basically my question for you. I really want to know.
I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but I think your name is Quinston Clock. I hope I said that correctly. But I had to really, really sit down and think about every segment that has ever been cut from this channel. I would probably have to say that the segment that there are 2, technically. The segment that I was the most saddest to drop was the Extremely Rare Cards Edition. But that was not because of the likes, because it technically always did get the likes. But the reason why it was cut was because I didn't have the money to keep up with my hobby. That was my problem. Because back in the day, I would basically put all my money into one Yu-Gi-Oh card that was expensive, and then I'd bought it. But if I had to say, the Extremely Rare Cards Edition would have been that segment. As for when it came to the likes, it would probably be the Rant On series. Because the Rant On series was my favorite. It was when me and Spidey back in the day were pissed about anything. We sat down, we just ranted. And I am the kind of person where I like to rant. I like to bullshit. I like to complain. And the Rant On series was my favorite to upload. And I always like, it gave me like an out to, like, if I was frustrated in the game about something, it gave me like a reason to like turn on the camera and just start ranting on. And yeah, so I would probably have to say the Rant On series. Thank you guys for anyone that left me your video clips. It's greatly appreciated. I've gotten maybe like 30 video clips and I wasn't able to pick everyone, but I at least was able to comment on everybody and just give them their answers. So yeah, if you would like to see me do this next month, please like the video. 800 likes is greatly appreciated. And if you would like to make a video clip for next month, make it now. Make it and I will review your video and I will put it aside and I will basically grade it if I will upload it in the next one. And yeah, yet again, next month, hopefully, this is only if this segment does well, I will pick another 10 questions from you guys and I will upload them and I will answer them just like I did in this video. Thank you again. I hope you all have a great day and enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Bye.